right, FlushTox, here is a simple way to make your green drink. First of all, now FlushTox is based upon the smoothie. I totally love the green juicing. There's a couple of drawbacks that I have with juicing. One is that it eliminates a lot of toxins really quickly. So if you have a real big need to move quickly with a detox plan, I love juicing, and I highly recommend it. But FlushTox is going to be your go-to to balance before you go into a juicing plan. The whole goal for FlushTox is to make sure that your colon, that your metabolic process, you're aware of how your body's responding. So let's say you do the FlushTox 3 days and you kind of notice that you feel nauseous. That happened to me this time, and I've had about 6 of you tell me that. Let's say you go through FlushTox the first 3 days, and you just feel like constipated. You just really, and then maybe you have bouts of diarrheas, and you know that you're kind of fluctuating between constipation and diarrhea. That is where we troubleshoot. Let's say you do your 3-day and you've got more headaches. There is different things that these things show. Let's say you have the diarrheas. Diarrhea will always show a couple of different things. One, it can show that you have food poisoning. Food poisoning can lie dormant in your body indefinitely if you do not purpose to cleanse it. You have to rectify these functional diseases in your body, because when they go down after having it, just lies dormant, and it's what we call, it cascades. It feeds a slow drip of an infection into your body throughout your life. So when we have a disease early in childhood, or you receive immunizations, those stay in your body. They're intended to stay in your body. So we know that at one time or another, they're all going to flare up. If you have immunizations, your doctor will not have to be legally bound to diagnosing that you have mumps or you've got some kind of a herpes virus, because they're already in your body. They already know you have them, so they're not bound by law to report that. So here is why that's important in FlushTox, is that these let's say a typical problem we have with when we add the water and the minerals, or the water plan, a lot of people get really dry mouth. They get very dry mouth. And so that will be, I think, next week when we go over that. When you have these things happen, that is a sign that your parotid gland right back here that feeds the salivary enzymes and your antibacterials into your mouth to start the digestive process. So when you don't eat your food well enough, you don't chew enough vegetables up to tiny enough particles, then they're not going to be able to digest. I eat really quickly. I've been compared to a dog in many ways, and then we can go into joke land on that one. But by chewing your food appropriately enough that you're not only getting the digestive enzymes, but you're getting the particles small enough for those nutrients to be released into your system. Now here's why I insist that you at least consider doing smoothies every once in a while or on a regular basis, is that when you continually juice, you're sending your body into a system where you're not causing the biting action. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't eat salads very much. I'm not that good at chewing my salad till it's baby food. So when we do the smoothies in FlushTox, that's intended to add the bulk, the scrubbing action. So when we have the bulk of your fibers, it's going to give something for your colon to exercise. Now, I don't know how many of y'all noticed, but if you exercise, your muscles get stronger and they tones up, and you get smaller in size, but you get stronger. Well, what we want is that bulk to be able to tonify your colon so that your colon becomes smaller, but it becomes stronger, so that the nutrients that are in the middle of that bulk will actually be able to be absorbed. So it's a product, it works very well with your prebiotics and your probiotics, but that peristalsis is imperative, because let's say you go on a diet where a paleo diet, and you just start eating more fats and you eat more meats and you eat more veggies, but you do it in any random way, your body starts dying off. That candida starts clogging your system. That can cause actual renal and kidney problems, nephritis. You can have bladder infections. The kidney and the bladder are the most common things that I see that I'm really trying to help you to prevent. So a lot of people don't realize that your kidneys need a good healthy green drink, and parsley in particular. Where did parsley go? Parsley right here. Parsley is a blood purifier, and it helps to lessen the burden on the kidneys, and it just happens to be a deodorizer. Oh yeah, baby. So it helps you to smell fresher, both when you sweat. It's antibacterial, but it helps, most of all, it's going to help those kidneys, and that's what we're after with the green drink, okay?